Hey, what's going on? Daniel from These Seven Seas. Today I have an exciting unboxing for you. Just got a package in from Three Rivers Manufacturing. They have been releasing a good amount of, I don't know, good amount, but they've been releasing batches of the Neutron 2s and the Atoms, and I know their most recent kind of new model they've kind of released into the wild is a Bulldog, but I was able to snag a Neutron 2. Now this is a special one. I've definitely had a Neutron in the past. If you check back on my videos about 2 or 3 years ago, I did like a 1 week kind of a first impressions review video on the Neutron. That was a carbon fiber edition. This one's something different, something I think I'm gonna really enjoy. The knife of the day, my unboxing knife, is the Holt. This is the Renegade. Yes, the Holt Renegade, and this knife is fantastic. But let's just get right into it. Now, like I said, I've had experience with Three Rivers Manufacturing, and I think in the knife community, they have a really solid reputation as a knife company that listens to their customer base. Their customer service is fantastic from what I've heard. I've never had to use it, but I know I have reached out to them on a few occasions, and they've been really, really responsive. So, just shout out to Three Rivers Manufacturing. Just their customer service is top level. So, a box in a box, of course. Let me just put that aside, make sure there's nothing else kind of coming through. Of course, I think there's like the receipt, so I'll put that to the side real quick. Just want to make sure the paperwork, and yes, it is just the receipt. Now, if you're familiar, this is that really simple TRM box, Three Rivers Manufacturing. No frills, kind of tells you, boom, there it is. Magnacut Neutron or N2 in that titanium 3D lizard skin. Now, I love the carbon fiber Neutron that I had a few years ago. The only thing that I didn't end up liking so much was it's just so light, and I like, especially with small knives, I like them to have a little bit of heft, so it was a great knife. Overall fantastic, great slicer, but at the end of the day, I decided to let it go. Now, you kind of get their just some news about what's going on, their lifetime warranty, just customer service information. I'll go put that aside. Now, I do notice that they do put this in, they do this, do not oil me too much. From what I've seen in the other reviews, that seems to be really sound advice. I think it already comes like, really dialed in from factory. So, and of course you got that really cute TRM sticker. I think that's their mascot, or their logo is their dog. But yeah. Now into the star of the show. I'll put that away. Bam. Oh, I already feel, I'm gonna love this. I think this model really kind of checks all the boxes for me in terms of everything I loved about the carbon fiber version that I had, except this one is in titanium and has a nice heft to it. Already I'm loving it. Just the feel in the hand I just feel it's amazing. Check that out. I am just, wow. In the videos that I've seen before this came in, I was really impressed with their milling, just the design, but just in person is even more mesmerizing. Feels really good. Wow, that is nice. It has a really nice texture. It's like a really aggressive texturing up here towards the front, and then as you kind of get, as you kind of go towards the back, it kind of softens up. But wow, that's nice. It's kind of reminiscent on, kind of in a way, to this kind of diamond pattern, except this one is definitely more subtle. It feels softer texture wise. This one feels like a little bit more, aggressive. Now let's just open her up. Oh my gosh, I missed that. And there you go, Magnacut. Oh, man, wow. Feel in hand, you know, nothing surprising here. Oh, it just feels really, man, having titanium scales on this guy makes a world of a difference. You know, weight wise, it feels more substantial, feels more robust. Um, wow, I love that texturing. I think it looks better, to be honest. And of course, it is 3D milled, so you know, you will see that contouring. And yeah, that is, wow, what a beautiful knife. And right out of the box, it just flicks open like nobody's business. Man, I do notice right off the bat that the stonewash finish on this is a little different from the first Neutron that I had, which was, I believe it was in the 20 CV blade steel. That first one, I feel like it had more of like a mirror-like finish. It wasn't like a mirror finish, but it felt like it had more of like a reflective finish. This one, I think it has definitely a more heavier, kind of a stonewash finish, which is great. I know, you know, these are really designed like most knives, you know, to be users, to be workhorses, and so, you know, I think that really heavy stone washing really fits that bill really nicely. Right off the bat, that is very, very, yep, very sharp. That's like sticky sharp. The edge bevel seems very consistent. Love that. You know, just very, wow, that is very consistent. I love when companies, you know, have really consistent edge bevels. Something that, for instance, this is my large 731 in that Knife Art carbon fiber exclusive. You know, you see here at the tip right there, you see that bevel kind of wobbles a little bit. You know, so, I mean, performance-wise, cutting-wise, it's not going to do anything. I think it's still going to cut the same, but you know, just when companies kind of, you know, take that extra attention to these types of details, I really appreciate that. And man, yep, rock solid lockup. Well, let me see, is it, yep, it is centered from what I see, and action is, yeah, very smooth. You know, really reminiscent of my first one. You know, I could just flick it open, no problem. Boom. Wow. I forgot how slim or thin the profile is. Man, let me see if I have anything that could even compare to this guy. Let me see. So, yeah, that's not really a good comparison. The Neutron 2 makes the Renegade look like a thick boy. I really don't have anything else to compare it to. Everything else is pretty much standard, like, thickness. This is the large Sabenza 31. Yeah, it's definitely still a lot slimmer than that. I don't know. Maybe this guy. Yeah, maybe that's comparable. There you go. Swiss Army. Boom. All right. Yeah. Overall first impressions, I'm very, very impressed. I love, man, the weight makes, that titanium makes all the difference in the world. It makes this knife feel a lot more robust than like the other, like this carbon fiber edition that I had. I think it looks, man, it looks nicer. You know, I was a little bit like, I was like curious how that pocket clip was gonna feel in hand, because I think one of the biggest gripes was just how Humpty Dumpty this pocket clip is, and I never noticed it until, you know, folks start to mention it. Visually, it definitely does look very Humpty Dumpty, very, very just boom in your face. But in hand, actually, is a non-issue. I don't feel any hot spots. I don't feel that pocket clip protruding in my hand in a weird way at all. So I think in terms of actual functionality of the pocket clip, I think it's great. You know, it will accommodate very thick pocket seams for sure, and it feels very comfortable in the hand. So I think they really achieved, I think, what they were trying to accomplish there. Yeah, overall, man, this knife looks so sexy. Just just that really nice kind of that angle. Everything, just all the lines kind of flow into each other. You know, there's not like weird kind of angles protruding in any weird way, right? But boy, man, let's do a close up of this Magnacut blade. Man, I love the TRM logo. You know, those three rivers kind of converging to a single point. There you go, boom, USA made all the way. Man, I love the color of this titanium pocket clip. It's a little bit darker, so it adds a little bit of a contrast to a very monochromatic knife. But yeah, what a knife. So first impressions, A+, super happy about it. Maybe do some quick size comparisons. I got here the Spyderco Para 3. I would say like lengthwise is definitely comparable. Definitely has a little bit more girth though. Let's do a classic. This is a large Sebenza 21 right here. Boom. Definitely bigger. I think what folks are really familiar with nowadays, a Koenig Arius. Gosh. Yeah, it dwarfs the Neutron for sure. And then another one of my favorites, this is the Spyderco SNG, Strider SNG Performance. Also another bigger knife for sure. And then one of, I think, my favorite knives of all time, of course, a Holt Spectre. This is the version 4. Boom. So there you go. There's some quick size comparisons. I think overall it's definitely a very EDC friendly pocket knife. Very slim in the pocket, very small footprint, feels very good in the hand, has a really optimal weight ratio in my opinion, feels very good, and I know it's gonna be one heck of a slicer, and it looks good doing it all, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, those are my initial thoughts. Definitely gonna carry it, use it, and then I might do a long review on it. We'll see. Other than that, drop your comments or your questions down below, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.